I stayed at the only dive resort in the United States. Is it right for you? Let's dive in and find out. Ladies and gents, welcome back to Tampa Bay Diving. My name is Blake and I'm a professional recreational dive instructor and digital content creator. And I make videos like this to help improve your dives. So today I'm at my favorite resort and the only one really in the United States and the best one in the Keys by far, the best hotel you're ever gonna see. And this is Amoray Dive Resort and I'm here with the owner and my good buddy, Jeff Nizer. Jeff, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Good to see you. Thanks for coming down. Thanks for being such an advocate of Amoray.
Yeah. This is my favorite resort because it's all in one-stop shop, dive boat, dive center. You can get teaching here, you get instruction here, you stay here, and literally the boat is 50 yards right there.
Right there. Yeah.
You can't beat the convenience, ease, and the friendliness of the staff is just second to none. And I've stayed at a lot of these resorts down here, so I can say out of an honest opinion of this is the best one out of probably hundreds that are literally litter the shoreline of the Keys.
Well, we love to hear that.
Yeah.
We love to hear that, and we're always improving. You know, we were just talking about the remodel of the room. So we've literally remodeled every single room over the last 5 years. So they're brand new on the inside. The pool's gotten an upgrade. Just the boat's in great condition. So I mean, it's just a very clean. Lovely space to come into, and at the same time we like to think that it's clean enough to be healthy, but just kind of dirty enough and friendly enough to be happy.
A lot of the people that I talk to, the guests who stay, and I've been talking to some around here, they have the exact same thing to say. It's clean, it's friendly, everybody's nice, it's the remodels they love. And a lot of the people have been saying, I don't have to worry about what I'm getting versus if I were to get like a Verbo or an Airbnb.
Right.
You never know what you're going to walk into. Here, clean, updated, modeled, friendly staff, great customer service. And people pay for that, and they're more than willing to because nobody wants to end up disappointed, especially when you're going on a dive vacation. You just want to have a great time. And let's be honest, best thing about this whole thing, right behind us.
Right there, yeah, that's true.
You literally can't get any closer. So tell everybody who may not know, people who haven't visited, a little bit of history about the resort.
Okay, yeah. So first of all, it's Amoray Resort. So it's a double entendre on the Italian word for love. That's Amore. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's Amore. But it's spelled like Amore eel.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a double entendre. When you put your hand in a crack and it doesn't come back, that's Amore.
For our younger viewers, you may want to Google Dean Martin.
That's right, Dean Martin.
the ultimate of the Rat Pack.
Yeah.
The ladies' man of the Rat Pack. You had Frank, Sammy, and Dean. Dean was amazing.
Yeah.
And so every time I come here, I always think of that. Yeah, and that song.
So the founder of the hotel was Amy Slate.
Yeah.
And she moved down here in the 80s. And when she and her husband kind of split up, Captain Slate started his place down a couple islands south. And she came up here and started a dive resort. And now Amy is a Women's Diving Hall of Famer.
Yep.
And she's got Italian descent. So this really, Amoray worked for her, right? And she started this just with one of the small buildings and got a boat. And then she bought some more property and she just developed this all the way throughout, opened it in 1993. And I think that she took a recipe that works all over the world, but just doesn't really exist in America. This concept of a dive resort where you've got rooms where the door to the boat over here in this building, you're 6-7 feet from the boat. So avid divers, they rent that room. They've got a balcony right in front of the bay. They come out the door of their room. and literally just step right on the boat.
Yeah, and my students and some of my customers, we go to Bonaire, we go to Turks and Caicos, Aruba. We stay at these resorts, and they ask me, "Is there anything like this in the United States?" And I say, "Yes, there's one." Surprisingly, like you would think,
Right.
you would think the Florida Keys, which is widely considered in the whole world the mecca of diving,
Yeah.
is what it's often referred to. Why aren't there? And the only thing I can think of is it's all private property that's owned throughout here, and unless somebody sells, and you have enough space, you can't really do that. But Amy got ahead of it.
Amy got ahead of it, and I would say we're still really the only dedicated dive resort, in America.
I mean, you got operators up and down, but nobody has a resort
No.
with rooms.
No.
This isn't your traditional hotel. These are nice rooms and stays and condominium style. And like you said, you got the boat right there. Those rooms over there got it like 15 feet away. We've got the pool right here next to this one.
So we have a whole bunch of, this is an eclectic set of rooms. So we have regular rooms where you just have a double bed, but we have townhouses that accommodate 6 people, right? So we have a full range. We have 4s, 2s, 4s, 6s. We have 1 8. We have a little higher end property called Azul next door that's also associated. So it's a little more boutique-y, I guess I should say. So you've got this full range of accommodations. So again, people coming down, they might choose to be over at Azul, and you still can use the pool over here, come diving here, you're right next door. Families come down, they get the townhouse. 3 couples come down, they get a townhouse. They share the common area and the kitchen. You have all of those options.
Last winter, I had some snowbirds come down and they wanted to do some diving, and they were like, okay. And then they wanted to also do some training. So we came down, we got a townhouse. Amazing.
Amazing, right?
Amazing.
Yeah, no, it's a super cool place, and I really think Amy nailed it when she designed it. And
the slates are known for being legendary, and everything
they are legendary.
Everything they do,
bigger,
everything they do. So yeah,
bigger than life. Yeah,
she definitely got great sight. She got a great location. Definitely, I think you got an awesome thing on your hands here, and I would never give it up if I were you. Yeah,
it's just great. It's just really good. We're super happy.
That's another thing. You offer instructional courses.
We do. So, well, my wife and I. I've been an instructor for a little over 30 years. My wife has been about the same. And so when we decided we wanted to buy a dive center, we had spent quite a bit of time in cruise ships and expedition travel, where when we were vacationing with people, we were there with them for a week or 2 weeks, and we were able to make that relationship. And then really get to, so we knew the people that were traveling with us. So we knew that when we were looking for a place to buy, we wanted a dive center that was associated with a hotel, something local, so that when people stayed, we would, and our staff would, get a relationship going with the people. So when they come back, they come from their room, they can store their gear in the guest gear locker, hang it up. Our staff comes in, they welcome them in the morning, and it's just a very friendly vibe, and you get that connectivity. And there's no comparison. I don't think of us as really having a competitive environment with other dive centers, because it's just not the same.
You're unique, one of a kind.
It's just completely unique.
Yeah.
That said, we are extremely friendly with the dive centers here in Key Largo. And I would say, just stressing, coming to dive in the Keys, one of the things that happens is we have a text string between 9 dive shops just here in Key Largo, and it is completely active every day. And we want to make sure that divers that come to Key Largo get to do the dives they want to do. So if we're not going to the Spiegel Grove today, we make sure that we can move you to dive center, even with one of our instructors, right? So that you're still getting our care, but we'll make sure that happens. And we work closely with other dive centers, but we're completely unique.
Yeah.
It's just there's no other place like it. And we have a pool just off to our right here. You can't see it, there. But it's overlooking the water, and we do all of our classes right there. So we're able to do the full range of classes up to Divemaster.
Yeah.
We are not an IDC.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
I
That's
know.
the key word.
There is not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. Yeah. There is
Eventually.
some.
It
We
may-
have some
yeah.
interested staff members that might do that. Yeah.
And that's a whole nother animal. And I think this would be a perfect place because there's one center I'm not gonna name. I'm not particularly a fan of. They have, for their IDC, they have rooms for people to stay in. I'm not a fan of that. I'll leave it at that. But I would, if I wasn't an instructor, and I got the opportunity to come down here and just stay, I'd be giddy with excitement.
Yeah.
Because this goes back to how you take care of the place and the friendliness of the staff. I walked up and down today just talking to people, getting their opinions because I wanted to see how everybody feels about it. I've got people here who are on their 10th, 12th visit, coming back, especially
yes,
from the Northeast.
absolutely.
They keep coming down, and it really shows to what you guys have put into this effort. And they absolutely love it. So you guys have done a great job. I mean, that's the reason why I keep coming back and bringing students. Maybe we should plan a trip here, a group trip. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure a lot of guys down in Tampa and some of my students from the West Coast and North would love to come down here because it's Key Largo.
Yeah, it's Key Largo. It's great, and we're also so we're creating a culture here at Amoray. Obviously, that's Amoray, so it's it's love. We have a moniker, peace, love, and diving, and we are focused on teaching, focused on families, and also I think the important thing is that we want to take people out recreationally to just have a great time breathing underwater for no good reason.
Yeah.
Just to really enjoy themselves. And from here you have a 45-minute boat ride out through the mangroves and out to the dive site. And that's a time when people are really connecting. And our boat is easy, we can talk about the boat in a minute, but boat is just very comfortable, very easy for people to talk and chat and group up, and they go out and then they dive in. We have mostly shallow reefs.
Yeah.
And this is a place where new divers and divers who have less experience can come, and they don't get the shade cast. I mean, so many times people go diving and they end up in a situation where it's sort of the triple black diamond pro extreme deep macho diving. And if they haven't got all their stuff squared away immediately, then they get the side eye, And that is 100% the antithesis of what we're doing here.
I
It's
will
peace,
say
love,
this.
and diving,
Yeah,
and just
your guys'
enjoy it.
boat, guys, not only is it spacious, so there's a lot of room on the boat, so you don't feel cramped at all. That's
Right.
one of the things I love about it.
With the boat that we have, right, it's a Corinthian 45, and it is a flat deck catamaran.
Yeah.
And it's an open layout, kind of like everything's going open layout, right?
Yeah.
It's an open layout.
And when I say spacious, guys, I mean
it's huge.
Yeah.
Right. And so what I love about it is that no matter how many people you go on there, even when it's full, everybody's kind of sitting around the entire deck of the boat. So many dive boats you get on, and you basically got the front part of the boat, nobody goes. You've got the helm, nobody goes. And then you've got the cabin in the back, and a lot of times they're inboard diesels. So as you're kind of cruising out, you got that diesel smell coming up into
that
the
doesn't
cabin,
help with
right?
seasickness.
And everybody's kind of sitting along those two benches on either side, kind of staring at each other, right? So with the Corinthians, which there are several Corinthians in the Keys, but I love them because everybody's in their own area and nobody's just sitting staring at each other, and the breeze is coming all the way across the platform, and anytime you look out, it's very summer, you're just looking out at an open ocean or the mangrove or whatever, and it's beautiful. And then when we get to the site, we have 5 exits. So you have 30 people on board, it's like 6 people per exit.
It's definitely my favorite
It's
boat
right.
to be on because you get that feeling, and then
You're
in
not
some
all-
boats,
yeah.
some staff feel like they're rushing you to the water. Hey, everybody's like, take your time, make sure your stuff's right. then when you're comfortable, get in the water
Just
here.
get in the water, you know.
And it's amazing because I bring on every boat, regardless of who it is or whatever they say, I always bring my BCD, and you guys provide all tanks on
Yep.
board, so you have all the cylinders, so people don't have to worry about bringing the cylinders. But normally I bring cylinder with my BCD already on it, reg set up, everything. Then I have my gear bag and my save a dive kit. I don't have to worry when I get on your boat.
No.
I don't have to worry. It's like, yeah. And I don't
We
ever
have
like
everything.
I don't ever like traveling without my save a dive kit, because when I do, something breaks.
Yeah.
And it's got to be changed out.
Well,
So,
you can pretty much depend on us to have all the save dive stuff.
yeah.
By the way.
And
Yeah, just I'm not saying don't be self-sufficient. I think that's fantastic. Always be self-sufficient. And you know, if you forgot something, we have it.
most of the time, it's something nobody has, like batteries. I'm like, oh God, like
Yeah.
batteries.
Yeah, that might be true.
Or defog, which everybody
Yeah,
has.
yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's a great. And then you have jet ski rentals right out here.
Yep.
You have what are those cars? Those cars are awesome.
Yeah, isn't that the weird?
Yeah, I
most
went
interesting
for.
thing?
They already saw already. I went for a ride on one of those. Those things are fun,
Awesome.
and it's got Bluetooth. You can put your music on.
I
it.
love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're playing Luke Combs, some country music, and we're just going out there for a ride. I tell you,
fun.
man, I've only been here a day. I've already had so much fun.
That's great.
Yeah. Guys, this isn't just a place for only divers. I mean, you guys have got kayaks, paddle boards, jet skis. I brought my daughters down here. We've swam, we've snorkeled. You run snorkeling tours. My daughters have been on the Christ of the Abyss, where we're gonna dive tomorrow, and they love it because they get to see not only that, but they get to see me dive in
Yep.
my element.
That's right.
But they also get to see the beautiful coral, the fish. So you offer something for everybody,
Right.
regardless of age or certification level, which I think is awesome, because it's easier to sell my family on a dive trip if I say, hey, come along with me. Let's go.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
Because Amoray is just a great place to hang out. There's a ton to do, and it's just, we work really hard to get everybody on staff to be welcoming and accepting, and give people the benefit of the doubt, and make sure that people are having a great time. And
Yeah.
so you know, when you're spending vacation dollars, and more importantly, the vacation time, I believe that Amoray is a slam dunk.
Yeah.
You're going to come down, and your family, you're going to have a great time. 'Cause
You're not
that's-
going to get any pushback from me on that. In
Yeah.
fact, guys, this very rarely do I do this, but I will put my reputation online. I will go to bat. I will tell you, you're going to have a great time at Amoray with Jeff and his staff, or, blame it on me, pretty much. I'll take a rap for it, but I guarantee you're going to have an awesome time if you come down here. Jeff, so how long have you been diving?
Well,
How'd you get into diving? Let's start that.
I learned to dive when I was 12
Yeah,
out in Hawaii. And
it's a rough life.
that was a lot of years ago, as it turns out. So that's been quite a while. And then I became a professional in 93, instructor in 93.
I was 7.
You were 7. Yeah. So I've been diving for a long time. And then I was a dive instructor on a small cruise ship, and then I did a lot of dive leading with an expedition company all over the world. And so I've dove most places.
So would you say, going back to your experience on the cruise ship, because I've only cruise I've ever taken was in the Navy. That was the only cruise
Right.
I've ever been
It's not exactly the same.
Yeah, no. You guys, from everything I hear, it's all about customer service. So how did that help you transition into the resort business?
Well, I mean, that's really where it came from. Cynthia and I, my wife and I, we worked for a 5-star cruise ship.
Yeah.
Small. And then we worked for a very high-end expedition company, chartering small 100-passenger vessels, taking them all over the world. And that was excellent service. It was all about excellent service. And so we've had like 20 years of that under our belts.
Just reinforced.
So that's why we knew we could step in and guide our staff on how to, really give people a great opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
me personally, like every time the boat goes out, we have our reservationists and our manager, anybody else who's on property that's working for the dive center, go down and literally wave it off,
Literally every time.
Literally every time.
Every time.
Wave it off, and then come down and wave it on, help it come in, greet the people coming off the boat. And that, for me, when I come down and I see off the boat, I get a real charge out of being the catalyst for people to have amazing adventures and to really love what they're doing. And so when I come down and I wave off the boat and I'm standing there and the feeling on that boat is just electric. People are so excited because they've gotten to Key Largo. They're going out on the warm water. They got the tiki huts and the palm trees hanging around, and they're headed out to a coral reef to go diving with this beautiful fish. They're just excited. I'm telling you, when I wave off that boat, that just does it for me. I mean, that's just my thing. That does my day. I don't even have to be on the boat.
Yeah.
Just for me, just knowing that I'm creating that for people is,
and it's rewarding.
And that's why I'm here.
Yeah, it's so rewarding to see people enjoying your business, having a great time. And who are we kidding? Because I think a big part of this is because the area that we're in is all protected sanctuary reef. Yeah. The reefs just grow and they thrive. There's so many beautiful colors, wildlife. They see, you're pretty much guaranteed to see something over here at any of the sites.
For sure.
I can't tell you, literally, the Christ. We're gonna head out to the Christ of the Abyss, and it's just full reef, fish, colors, corals, beautiful.
Right.
You go to the Spiegel Grove, sharks. Every time I've been on there, every time. Yeah. You're guaranteed it pretty much, unless it's like a hurricane, post-hurricane or something like that.
Maybe.
So,
but it's always a shark dive.
Yeah. So people always just. I've never met anybody in a bad mood here.
Right?
Yeah. And
you really would have to stretch. You have to stretch to get in bad mood.
I mean, they would probably have to be the worst seasick person ever and just be nauseous the whole time. But yeah,
it's surprising how jovial even our seasick people are. Actually,
they're happy. They're like, I'm ready to go. I got my patch.
You want to go out again? She's like, yeah, absolutely.
I got my patch. I took my Dramamine, and they're gonna see all these. They're gonna see all these sites, so they're gonna fall in love with it, and literally. Guys, I just can't wait for you to experience this for yourself. You definitely need to get down here, stay at Amoray. It takes all the worry off of you because when you're diving, all you want to do is focus on your dives. If you can do that, then the rest of your trip is golden, and I guarantee you get the benefit of that right here at Amoray. So, Jeff, if people want to get a hold of you, how can they find you?
Well, we are, there's two ways. PeaceLoveDive.com. Right, so peace, love, and diving.
I'm down for it.
PeaceLoveDive.com, take you right to the website.
Yeah.
You can go to Amoray, if you remember how to spell it, like Amoray eel, Amoray.com. You can book directly online. Just give us a call. We're super available. Also on any of your Expedias and TripAdvisors, whatnot. We're easy.
And literally, you call Therese or Jay or somebody from the office, picks up. They're friendly. They're nice. They give you all the information you want to need. Your website's easy to navigate through. Just book. Guys, if you want, down in the description of this video, there's going to be a special code for you to get 15% off your stay. Take advantage of it. Come down here. Summer's going to be a little bit crazy because it's the Keys. Everybody's down here in the summer.
Book early for summer.
Yeah. Yep. When we get into the fall, you generally, kids are back in school. You generally see more availability open up. It's less crowded. It's a great time for me to come down here, especially because students are, kind of slowing down, getting out of the summer season. So it's time for me to get my fun dives in, get everything ready to go.
Another thing that's, is in terms of booking, I think what's nice about the location here is we're literally just over the bridge of Key Largo. So you fly into Miami, and you drive down to the Keys, and literally you just arrive in the Keys, and you drive down. Yeah, you drive down a couple of miles, and you just turn off to the right. So we're right at the top of the Keys. And what I always adore about doing that, when I'm coming down from Miami and I come into the resort, is Miami is so crazy, just everybody driving, the traffic and the honking and that, right? And I come over the bridge in Key Largo and I turn into Amoray, and
Tranquil.
suddenly, yeah, I could be anywhere in any tropical destination in the world. Like it just woof, beautiful. Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's a
how
sanctuary.
With literally a few miles of transformation, like the mood that takes place is amazing.
20 minutes and your whole world changes.
And not only that, we're in a great area. You've got an awesome food truck out on site for people to do. I had those guys.
And we got the big chill right down here with
Yeah.
live music, walking distance. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, if you stay here, go to the food truck, Mahi Tacos. You won't regret it. I had those today. Oh, yeah. God, those guys are awesome. So, and you guys, yeah, there's tons of stuff around the area to do. There's John Pennicap Stamp Park. People can tour, dive. But yeah, this is a whole, guys, you're just going to love this place. I promise you. It's a one of a kind place. It's the only one in the States. Well, guys, we're getting ready to wrap up our week here in Amoray Dive Resort down in Key Largo, Florida, and it's just been an amazing week. I mean, how could it not be? Look behind me. Yeah, it's paradise. Palm trees everywhere, sun shining, nice warm weather. But yeah, every time I'm down here, they always take care of us, and it helps definitely to have a great operator and a resort to stay at. So just down in the description is going to be all of their contact information. You can leave me a comment down there and I will try to answer it myself. But if I can't, then definitely reach out to the resort. And there's also going to be a special discount code for my viewers to use so that you can save a little bit of money on your stay when you come down here and experience this amazing trip for yourself. So definitely take that up and definitely maybe put that money towards some dive gear. So, but guys, I really hope you have a great week and I hope you have a great summer of diving. We've got so much more content to come. We're busy going. I can't stay any longer. I got to get back up to Tampa to teach a course. So it's going to be some fun, but we'll be back down here soon. We always come down here a couple times a year. So just remember, plan your dive and dive your plan.